I wrote this poem. And it's from a black girl to Superman's curl. I'm not sure who thought you up, who added you to the last-minute sketches. I'm not sure which Jewish man thought that an unfuckwittable curl should be the last finishing touches to your costume. You, oh everlasting curl, oh never-moving mystic magic, ever perfectly placed, ever stuck to an unworldly forehead. I've got a question, Superman. Are all beings on your planet equipped with silky, moist hair that stays just right for 24 to 48 hours? And can all beings fly around the earth 5 times, save women mid-air out of burning buildings, then thrust into the sky with sonic speeds, topple on tops of planes and buses, and then burst out of a window onto concrete, and their crescent moon curl stay intact? I think not. No, you old Superman have a super curl, something that no solo, kinky twist, mixed chicks, or shea moisture could achieve. You have the answer to questions that every black girl needs to know, Superman. So tell us, how you keep your curls so tight, Superman? Do you use super bionic activator? And is your gel only found on Krypton? We need to know, Superman, how you keep your edges so fresh and how you keep your hair slicked back when you run through fire and wind gust. Come on, Super. Who is your barber? And what kind of barber cuts your hair and then keeps your identity a secret when everybody knows barbers love to talk? Superman, you have the answers that every black girl that spends the money to keep their curl perfectly coiffed, perfectly crescented, which I made that up, together. Give us the answers natural girls everywhere need to know. Thank you. Quick poem before I leave the stage and let the comedians come up. So here's this. There are men that say that we women are all the same, are love-struck and sex-craved, twirling telephone cords around our fingers, waiting on their text message responses. And then there are girls that say that we are all damsel, all flower, all torn pieces of lace, waiting on some strong man's hands to sew us back together. But boo-boo, you were so wrong. Contrary to popular belief, all women's cries over balconies don't sound like yours. Some sound like battle cry, like hymn, like message to God. I come from a long line of women that do something about being alone. Women that can stand on a battlefield with one baby on hip, one in hand, and still take care of home and business all at the same damn time. Women that can make mountains out of the pennies in their pockets, and if they were left alone, yes, they would be okay. I know nothing about you. I know nothing about your family tree or your lineage or your heritage. What I do know is what standing in front of me is a good representation of the other women living in your family. Did the matriarchs teach you nothing of survival? Did they not teach you how to wear womanhood like a shield and not a warning label? These contents in this package are not easily broken, cousin. I hope the women would have never used their voice to call doves in to sweep the floors like Snow White, because they could do that their damn selves. And their hair was never long enough to throw over balcony's edges to let Prince Charming climb up. But they could throw a mean shoe when they got mad and make their voice sound like fire and brimstone. In my home, there was no fairy godmother, just God and a mother, which was way more powerful than any magic. There was no horse and carriage to get you where you were going, just sheer will and determination running towards freedom. There was no magic wand to get things right, just a belt and a backhand, which made things right pretty quickly. There was no Prince Charming, just a black man. They did what he had to do to provide for his family, and they knew if he never came back, well, they would be okay. While these little girls in our society would ever want to grow up to be princesses, like it's an occupation is beyond me. Best believe my little girl is gonna know that this life ain't no song and dance. It's not a choreographed Disney Channel show, and you will never get caught in the woods or eaten by some scary wolf, because you're gonna use your heart as your compass, your mouth as your bow and arrow, and use Prince Charming's cheating ass. It's hard to practice.